Welcome everybody, it's RustyMoney here, and we are live on Maizy Lou Farms for another live episode of the Zero to Hero Challenge. Welcome in. Alright, we're gonna make a couple of purchases, everybody, one of which is in here. We're gonna go ahead and we are going to buy the last farm. Buy. Oh, visited. I guess now we'll buy it. But let's buy. Let's visit the house. Visit. Alright, sweet. Now we own this big area as well. But we're gonna get rid of some stuff. Yeah, we're gonna sell this. And we're going to sell this. And this here light. We're going to keep the house. I like the house. We're going to get rid of this cow barn because we're going to get a different one. But we will be putting it right in that same spot-a-rooney. Alright, now let's sell this. And we will maybe keep that water thing right there. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. 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 Get rid of that. And that. And that. Oh, we got lights yet. We got lights. Get rid of that. Okay, and then I may end up cutting some trees. Let's get rid of that. And we will then let's see. Do we got anything else up here on this land that we could sell? I might actually keep that bunker. Be something different to use. Okay. Now, we need to... David, welcome, my friend. How are you? Hopefully you can hear me, and I'm not talking to the air again. Animal pens. We need cows. Whoop. Not bad. I'm not too bad. Here you find. Cool. Alright, let's get our... We're going to do this feeding robot one. I've never done a feeding robot barn. I'm going to see how this works. And this is one of the big ones that we would need. We will do that custom fence, but let's get this out here where we would like it. Probably about right there. That's a little more money that direction, a little less money this direction. We get right here in the middle. About Right there almost. Okay, I think we'll go with that. Now we need to customize it though, because I don't want it green. What can we do? Oh, we can put solar panels on it. Hey, that is sweet. Let's go for it. Why not? Okay, change. Up here, we'll just go with our kind of red gray, our red gray farms, I think. Let's go to Case IH red. Actually, we might go. Let's change that and go to a crimson. I like that better. Okay, now get this again back where we want it. About right there. Okay, we'll try this. Hopefully this is good. Do you want to customize the fence? Yes. Okay, where are we at with our fence here? Okay, we are gonna go over here. Let's see, where do we want to go exactly? Try and use the best amount of land we can here. Get semi-straight. Okay, we'll go up here. And we're gonna go up to there about, I think. Well, let's go. Actually, we won't block that other door too much. Let's go about right here. And then we'll go across over here. I want to be somewhat straight. I see the melt trigger there. I'm not blocking it. Should be fine. Not blocking the melt trigger. Should be okay, I would think. I can still back up to it. Let's see. Now. Go right there. Okay, and then I want to go this way. Not gonna go all the way to my road, but we're gonna go about right there and then come back this way. Down the hill here. About right there. Back across up there. Collides with another item. Oh man, you stop that colliding with another item. What is right there that you are such colliding with? That is a problem. I see nothing. I want to take in the trees here. What's that? Oh, that's a collectible right there. Sweet. We got ourselves another collectible. So how is everybody doing on this fine Sunday? Where's my line here? Stay a little ways away from the rock. A little bit anyway. There we go. Progress. Where's my barn at? We're a long ways from it. Whoa, I can't go. Oh, that must be the... Okay, that's the end of the map there, huh? Is it... You need a place for the cow pies. Oh, yeah, that's true. We need a place for the cow pies yet, too. You are correct. We'll follow this little line here of already placed fence, I think. Well, we don't need to follow it exactly. Oh, come on. I don't know if I'm straight across from it or not. Well, we're close enough, I guess. Do you want to plant the meadow? Yeah, we do. Yes. Cannot place fence here. I get that. I'm not trying to place fence on the building, you silly goose. Alright, now we're gonna put in our, let's see. We need to Mick Garrett, how are you? John Brock, welcome. We get this painted as much as we can anyway. Our chicken barn was there, but I got rid of that chicken barn. And got rid of this shed too. We might put a different shed in there, so just gonna trace that out a little bit. We'll paint in front of the house here. We can dress it back up. Whoa, didn't mean to do that. A little crazy with the painting tool. I'm not doing very good at being straight like I usually can be. Okay, now we need our manure bunker. I'm just gonna get an in-game one. Ah, man, I hope it sits the right way. Thank you. I was thinking about just putting it right here. Is that gonna be in the way of anything? Like, where's the feeding robot come out? What door does the feeding robot come out? Or we'll actually tell you that you can't put it there if we put it here. Just woke up after a long nap. I wonder if we can put it actually. Why is it got to give the trigger on that side? What can it be the other side? Would it be in the way of the robot if we put it here, everybody? Says we can't overlap with object, but I don't know why we wouldn't be able to put it right there. Let's see. Where's the robot actually go to, come to, whatever you want to call it? Never used one before. So robot come out of these doors. I do not have a clue. No, it doesn't come out of these doors. Oh, does it come out of here? That's where the robot comes out, huh? Right there. Yeah, okay, and then, okay, so, John Brock, could we put the, whoa, don't want to do that. Could we put the manure thing here? Not what I know of, Rusty. No. Okay. Man, I'm gonna have to maybe put it here. Put it there, but hope I can drive on that side of the ding. Let's see. Well, I'm gonna try it right here, I think. Get it over just a little bit more. Put it right here. Hopefully that'll work. Guess we'll find out. Okay, that is that. That is all I want to do for up here right now, I think. Maybe. Put a garage shed up here. What kind of garage sheds do I got? Or do I even have one, really? Okay, what about... What buildings do I got in tools here? Just those. Those are not really what I'm looking for. No. I think it might be that one there. Yeah. Okay, we should be able to still access our shed from that way too. I'm gonna do it right here, I think. Ooh, you know what? Yeah, we'll go with this. This would be better. And then customize. Solar panel. Yeah, why not? Okay, now change. Crimson. Okay. Let's go up to my grays. I'm gonna do this color. And we're gonna place this here. Right there. Okay. I can paint something out if I want to drive around. Oh, really? Okay, maybe not, everybody. We need a vehicle. I might be right on the edge of the limits. We might need to get ourselves our first pick-em-up truck. Do I even have like a pick-em-up truck? I just get this one. Short hitch, tow hitch. I just want low. Okay. Now, short model. Short model, yeah. Exhaust. Oh, long right chrome. Long left chrome. Original chrome. Standard. All chrome. There we go. Toolbox. Yes. Yes. Standard. Fenders. Yes. Yes. Visor. Yeah. Bumpers. Ooh. We'll go with 2. Mirrors. 2. Interior. That's interior 1. Attachers. 3-point. We'll put a 3-point on it just in case. Main color. Okay, change is triangle. Crimson. Design color. Let's go dark gray. Design color here, black. Front grille, black. Bumpers, black. Rim color, silver. Buy this. Now, did this have an engine? Oh, it's okay. 300 horsepower. Okay, buy. And then I'm gonna get this actually to do this, I think. Just because I want to. Let's see. I don't want beacons. Decorative objects. I want them all there. Rack and ladder. Yeah. Reflectors. Yes. Main color. Okay. Let's go dark gray. Design color. Black. Let's buy this. How's come my paint on my rack? Didn't give me the option to change that. Okay, we'll buy this. JB Agri, welcome, my friend. How are you? Buy. I thought you could always paint the rack too. That's kind of different. Okay. We'll go up to that other new farm. I think we should be able to get there from here. Sasquatch Gaming, welcome, my friend. Welcome, everybody. It's a nice pull up here. Whoa, okay. Turn sharp. Okay, where's our map end? Well, we can still drive out here, but how far can I paint is the problem that I'm concerned about. I can paint only to there. Oh man, that is no good. We are at the border right there. Darn it. We're okay there. Alright, well, might just have to be imaginary here, and it's gonna loop around. There by the house. That'll work. Maybe for like a mower or something. I'll fix all the painting like off camera probably. That'll work. We'll leave it like that. Now, we got to get some cows, and then we need some starting feed. If you go as low as the camera will go, you can stretch your paint reach. Oh, okay, Sasquatch. Alright, let's go get our other truck down at our... Oh man, I'm gonna have to get really used to that. We'll go down and get our other truck at our transport farm, which I think it's gonna become like my transport harvest farm down there. This will be like the cattle farm. Maybe some of the field work equipment up there. But I've got all the farms built, all the farms bought now. I just got to finish building them now. Only one of the farms basically is complete, which is the one I did in the last live stream. Which is where we're going right now, in case you missed it. How did I get all that money so quick? Because I did some trees to wood chips and sold the wood chips for a good price. Sometimes you gotta have fun. Whoa, okay. Kept turning on me. Get the old service truck down here. I like this mod. I did some off-camera field work. Here is my transport chicken farm. I don't know, it's got bigger sheds on it. I really like kind of how it lays out. I didn't know if I'd like it or not, but I do like it. Hey, Dust Bunny, welcome. Yeah, she is resting comfortably. Well, I shouldn't say comfortably because she's getting tired of laying on the bed. I was getting a crazy price for wood chips on Whispering Hollow. Oh yeah, yeah, especially if you're using Gaming Joys. Wow, we already got some eggs. Okay, I think I bought the chickens off camera, everybody. I'll show you how many chickens I got. I only got, I think it's 250, and for the fun of it, I put 2 roosters in there. We'll take a look here, but I think it's only 250 chickens right now. Yeah, 250 chickens. And I bought a small load of starting feed. This isn't a very good view. Here, I'll give you overhead view, everybody, of this farm that we built in the last live stream. Chicken pen right there. Okay. Then you got a lot of storage, a lot of big truck equipment sheds, big tractor equipment sheds. This is a fertilizing silo system building right there. I think it potentially might have a workshop too. This has got a workshop in it, I believe, as well. I got lots of workshops. That's okay though. I just like these buildings by ICUS. I should say by ICUS and Patty, because some of them are also by Patty with the help of ICUS or vice versa. We'll get the truck here in a second. Shutting my doors though. And then I got my doghouse put down too. You know, in case I get kicked out of the house, I got my doghouse. I don't want the lights on. I want to open the door. Let's shut the door. Here's my doghouse in case I get kicked out. Ooh, nice shower room too. Extra housing space. I went with solar panels on all these buildings because you can, and they really don't pay very much. So okay, we'll get our truck out of the shed down here. Put our service truck in here. Reaver time, Todd. Welcome, my friend. Dusty, Rusty. Yeah, right. Oh, we gotta haul it with the big boy. We're gonna go get a load of cattle, everybody. What's my favorite truck of all in FS? We'll go out my new driveway down here, up here. You got it right. See, you finally got, yeah, I did, Dust Bunny. I got it extraordinary too, Dust Bunny, because I got the money to get it. I'm still doing the old kind of silver, gray, dark gray, crimson, kind of case IH red intermix of colors. Sounds awesome, don't it? Yeah. Alright, animal transport. Now that we have our trekking farm, we'll get our transport unit. Rim color, of course, we're going to go with our silver. Actually, I don't like that. We're gonna go with the gray. I think if that was that's chrome. Light gray. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll buy this. John Barlow, welcome, my friend. How are you? Alright, the animal dealer. I gotta think now. Where is the animal dealer? I gotta remember. I always... Oh, I know where it is. It's on the other side of the store right here, ain't it? I always forget. Close to you, yeah, right, John? Close to me is right. I always seem to forget, though, where it's at. Burn, 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 burn. Okay. We're gonna go with some good old Holsteins. We get 12 in this load. We'll come back for another load. I don't think too hard. That fog might roll in. Exactly. Yeah. Man, another really thought out good challenge created by our friend Krusty, everybody. If you've seen it, man. The old homestead challenge reminds me a little bit of the one tile challenge, but it's a little different than that even. Of course, then you got Reaver Time Todd's challenge in my Discord channel now too, everybody. The Mecklenburg River challenge on Mecklenburg Lake District, or whatever map that is. It starts with Mecklenburg. I wasn't feeling it. I need land. Yeah, I was gonna test it out, Sasquatch. So I've been asking Krusty a lot of questions, everybody, because he always usually shares his ideas with me, and I, kind of spin some good information back to him. But you can use small field maps, everybody, and you can buy multiple fields and add them up together to count for the 10 to 12,000, or not 10 to 12,000, the 10 to 12 acre property. So you could do like a little Polish map if you wanted to, and if you had to buy 5 or 6 fields to get to that, as long as they're near each other, so you can plow them together or paint texture the area in, you can do that. Let's see, I'm gonna want to probably Ah, we can do it this way. Hopefully it still recognizes the trigger right here. I think it will. Man, you won't let me back in there the way I want it back in there. Must be a nice collision on that, or I just can't get backed in position the way I want to be. Like between the doors, there we go. A little bit of collision, I think, between the doors there. That's why I can't get great position of what I want to be, but I think that'll work. Now we can. Okay, move to husbandry. We want to move all of them. Alright, we're going to go get another load, everybody. Maybe another couple of loads. How many can we get in here? Didn't even look at that. Oh, really? I can get 2,085 in there. Sweet. Nice. Nice. I like how they're even coming down my little jagged area there too. I like how they do venture through the whole part of it. How many got the Starbuck? I did not install it before it was removed. I was tempted to, but I gotta quite admit, I watched the map tour by Mr. Sealy P, and I don't know. The pictures made it look really good, and I really liked what I saw, but then once watching Mr. Sealy P's map tour, I don't know. Kind of lost interest in the thought of installing it. I'll tell you the one I'm interested in, everybody, actually, and I was playing the game earlier off camera and sitting right here by my laptop and listening to Big Daddy Dave's map tour on it. But Big Daddy Dave just put out an early preview, if you will, of a map that's gonna hopefully make all platforms, everybody. And the astonishing thing is this map is got $12 different farm builds on it. I could have swore that's what he said in his tour, but that's that one by our friend Jaked Up. That Jaked Up has been building for quite some time now. It's like, what is it? What is it? I might be spelling it wrong, so maybe Dust Bunny or somebody will just grab the link, but I think it's, I might spell it wrong, everybody, but I think it was that. Starsburg or something like that, Pennsylvania. Or that's where it's based around. Maybe it's a different name of a map, and that's just the area it's based around. Let's go grab another couple of loads of cows. I should have installed that. What is it? Isn't there a mod by Mac Trucker? I think it's like a animal transport pack. I think maybe it holds a little bit more capacity in this bull rack. Man, this truck don't have a problem climbing that hill at all. Oh, and again, I went right on by it. I'm so used to coming back here towards the store. We're just gonna cut across the grass, everybody. We could actually drive around through here, I think, even. Oh, thanks for doing that there, Dust Bunny. I'll have to think about maybe installing that. Because I wonder how many cows it holds compared to this 12 that I can do right now. Oops, I want cows. Holstein 12. Bye. Ah, okay. I was on the right track, Sasquatch. I just got the letters in the wrong order. What I briefly saw, I haven't watched the whole map tour yet. I kind of like it. Have you ever used the herdsman? Yeah, I've used the herdsman stick. I don't know. I like the concept of driving the truck, I guess. That's me. Not finding that. Well, it's not on the mod hub yet, Dust Bunny. Big Daddy Dave just put out a early preview map tour. Like early access. It just went on his channel today, Dust Bunny. This morning. A couple hours ago, probably. Come on, you old traffic. But I could haul just a couple of loads here and then buy the rest to how much I want, because otherwise this will be a few trips to get to the kind of the base amount I want so far. If only the trailers held a reasonable amount of animals. Yeah, right, Sasquatch, I agree with that. Actually, what I wish, Sasquatch, is more modders would make smaller animal transport mods. I mean, there always ends up being a few, but most times it's trailers that either hold like 2 or 4 or something like that. At least give us like 8 or 10. I'm not asking a lot. But the ones I end up liking, Sasquatch, are usually some of those animal transport mod trailers that come out like in a bale trailer pack, or like even a log trailer pack, or low loader trailer pack. In 22 there was a few different ones. I think even in 19 there was a couple of different ones that came in like a low loader pack or... Okay, move to husbandry. 12. We'll do that. Move. Okay, now that I did that, Peyton, welcome, my friend. How are you? we're gonna buy some now. Yeah, I was just gonna say that too, Sasquatch. That is really cool, I have to admit. Even if a guy is gonna lose 15%, you know, like that 10 to 15% amount, I think DJ Goham said in his video that he got it down as low as like 14%, but yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Okay, we're gonna buy some 250. I got 12 and 12 is 24 in there right now. So if I did like, let's see, 226. Yeah, we're gonna get this much. Buy. So we got 250 in here right now. Alright, we'll need to get some starting feed. Not a lot, just some starting feed. Peyton, what are you doing, son? Welcome in. Alright, so we need like, what do we all need to use this feeding robot? So we need like, this is obviously probably grass. Or hay maybe, straw, silage. Alright, let's go get the other truck. We'll take this to the transport farm. Hay, straw, silage, and mineral feed. Hey, thanks, buddy. We'll go get some of each. Not a lot, just some. I'm not trying to, you know, everybody, I'm not trying to get this done really quick. I mean, we could. I got the money to get it done really quick. Travis Gaming, thanks for the member chat, my friend. Speaking of member, why won't that? Can't get that to work. David, thanks for gifting those memberships, my friend. Wow, that's awesome. 10 gifted memberships, everybody. Farmer Mike, Ranco, Demon Lord, Mr. Matty, Dirt and Veins, let's see, Craig Carter, Eric, Scott Page, Random Hero, Mouse. Wow, I'm doing alright, Travis. Alright, so this is a question I've been contemplating on. Let's see here. I'm not sure when I would do this, but something to think about. Matt Ward, what up? Are you using Courseplay or AutoDrive? I'm just learning those now. Oh, Matt Ward, here's my comment, Matt Ward. I don't have such a thing. Hope you enjoy it. Now, actually, I create content, been playing Farming Simulator ever since like the second year of FS19, and I love the game on console. So I don't really have a problem not having those type of things you're talking about there. I do a lot of challenges. So my channel's well known for creating and sharing challenges. As well as you can find them in my Discord channel and my Facebook group called Farming Simulator Challenges. Probably more activity in my Discord channel than the Facebook group anymore, though, it seems like. Seems like Facebook is losing its, fad, if you will. Ah, I see that now in the title. I have 500 bales of silage. It's a lot to manage. I'm sure it is. But I can do some, well, I shouldn't, what do you want to say? I shouldn't brag myself up, but it seems like everybody else does it for me. I have a lot of viewers that are tremendously impressed with what I can do on console. Let's just say that. Especially in the landscape tool. Like, for instance, I mean, this is flat ground here, but for instance, I built this farm. I got rid of all the trees, sold all the buildings, the farmhouse, everything on here, and then built this farm. It was built in the last live stream in the playlist for Zero to Hero on Maizy Lou Farms. But yeah, this is flat ground though. I've built some other farms on the side of a hill and things like that. Cool, I just subbed to learn more. Well, awesome, thanks. I mean, I do a lot of challenges, so I like to, what do you want to say? I like to really keep things to the point of where I'm pinching pennies, if you will. But then there comes a time where one of our most favorite people in the FS community, and a lot of people agree with me, our friend Dust Bunny always tells us to make sure we have fun playing the game too. So sometimes I create a challenge, but I also create a challenge to where you as a player can have fun. You get to use Unreal Capacity, you get to use fast farming, stuff like that. Landscaping is my jam. They call me the Bob Ross of Farm Sim. I've had that same comment, Sasquatch. I know what you mean. Matt? Oh, yeah, okay, Matt. I thought you were talking about the other Matt there, Dust Bunny, for a minute. We got a couple of different Matts. The creator of this map, his name's also Matt. Thank you for the... Oh, you're more than welcome there, Dust Bunny. We're gonna unhook. Alright, we gotta get feed up there, so we're gonna use the other truck this time. So, Matt Ward, you'll see a lot of case on this channel for a couple of reasons. About 5 years ago now, I had a change of heart in a career, and I left a 22-year career as a certified police officer in small town law enforcement in Nebraska. And I chased a dream in agriculture, and I help sell parts at a local Case dealership just a mile down the road from my house. In the same community where I grew up most of my entire life. So I went from being a cop knowing nothing about agricultural parts. Well, yeah, it went from being a cop to knowing nothing about parts and then selling them, let's say. Ah, thanks, Dust Bunny, for sharing that. Don't forget, also, it's free to everyone, you know. There's the old Discord link too. Nice, you're like farm. Yep, I am Matt. Actually, also a very good friend of Farmer Cops. Just like many here, just like many of the people in the live stream right now, and many of my viewers, Farmer Cop, Argsy Gaming, and DJ Goham, and even Farm Sim Guy, and I mean I could name a few other bigger channels, have been very, very, very supportive of this channel. Actually, I didn't know nothing about Discord either. And I haven't said it for a while, but the reason I have a Discord channel is a big thanks to who you might know as JBot. JBot actually created my Discord channel because I didn't know nothing about it. I didn't even know how to do it. JBot has been a long time main moderator of Farmer Cop's channel. Okay, now I'm not gonna buy it all, everybody. We're just gonna buy a small load of this and that. So, if I go back, what was it? Hay, straw, and something? I think we gotta go back here a little bit. Hay, straw, silage, and mineral feed. So we'll buy some of this. That's good enough. Yeah, even though I'm really close to completing this challenge, everybody, I'm going to keep the game saved for a little while, but I do want to get over to a few other maps yet as well. So I have current gameplays, especially for anybody new watching, like our new friend Matt Ward. Current gameplays I have, the ones I particularly, I shouldn't say that word because I can't usually pronounce it right. How about the ones I usually live stream? is this Zero to Hero challenge on Maizy Lou Farms. Another one I usually live stream is my live Let's Play that I call Slot Contractor. The Slot Contractor. It's on Silver Run Forest by Giant Software. It is a game save where I want to maximize the amount of use of slots on console on that beautiful map created by Giants. One of my most favorite maps created by Giants. And then I've been live streaming my first challenge for FS25 called the Can You Survive 25 Challenge. You've probably seen it all over YouTube. There's been quite a few content creators that have taken on that challenge and live streamed it themselves or created videos for it, but it's called Can You Survive 25. I created that challenge with a little help from my friend Rusty. So I live streamed that one. I haven't been on that game save for a little while. And then I also have a couple of recorded series. One of the recorded series I was doing as a early access for members. So my ears were burning. Hey, welcome, Rusty. I was doing an early access series on New Hope, which I still am doing. So basically I record the videos and then I let my members see each video first. And that's on New Hope. It's just a Let's Play. It's I started on a different piece of land on New Hope, and the object is to was to get out of debt and then build a farm on a side hill. The name of the series is called Where the Roads End, Dreams Begin on New Hope. That is still going to continue for a few more episodes until I complete the farm build that I want to see. Whoa. Okay, we got a little too far under there. Probably don't need to get that far under there. Collision with the shed. Hopefully I can get back out of there. Miss Buttercup is napping on the couch. She's exhausted from the weekend markets. Wow, jeez. She shouldn't have walked so many steps, Rusty, and spent all your money. Glad she had a good time, though. And then I have another recorded series on a map pack. So there's 3 maps in one mod. That is Wampsville, New York. Yeah, I know she does, Dust Bunny. Yeah, I know. I actually am subscribed to her channel as well. But I'm doing a series on the do-it-yourself map of Wampsville, New York. Just basically testing the map on console because it currently has a massive update in testing with Giants, and possibly DTAP was hoping that we might see it come this next week, but It all depends on how the testing goes. And then I started a new challenge on our friend Mr. T-Bone's map. I'm a big supporter of the Shanty Boys map creations team. So they have created maps for Farming Simulator. They basically started creating maps for Farming Simulator on PC, mainly forestry maps, and then back in 19, Mr. T-Bone created a map called Dark Forest. And his friend Matt, who created this map here that I'm on for 25, created a map in FS19 called, I think it was called St. Croix's Flowage. And then they had some other maps back then as well. But now in FS25, our friend Mr. T-Bone has a map created for FS25 called Angela Whispering Hollow. Angela Whispering Hollow is a map created by our friend Mr. T-Bone that is in honor of his sister that he lost in a car accident. St. Croix Flowage is just north of me. Cool, Sasquatch. I'm trying to think. I think I'm missing one. Of all the series I currently have available for us to see. I have a game save on Zelonka off camera. It's just my testing map, because the store is right across from the farm on Zelonka. I do not recommend anybody passing this many cars at once in real life. Do not try this at home. Thanks, Dust Bunny. Whispering Hollow is a nice map to work on. It is, Sasquatch, it is. I want to get a video created for it, that or go live on it again. But I've been working on this one because I want to get this one near the end, or nearer to the end of it, because there's a lot of good maps that could be coming to the mod hub, I think, in the next month or so, everybody. A lot that I think a lot of people have been waiting for quite a while. That's just my speculation. But I want to try and get some of my current gameplays cleaned up, because, you know, you always see somebody start something new and then you want to start something new. And seeing Krusty start this new challenge, I really want to do it. So when I have this poll up, everybody, that I just posted in the live stream, I'm kind of thinking about maybe doing that just for the members. Just because I think it's really close to like the one tile challenge, and I just think doing something for members only might be a thing instead of for everybody. We'll see though. I don't know. Not dead set on it yet. Spectacle Island. I think I'm over 100 hours on Whispering Hollow already. Wow, Sasquatch, that is cool. That is cool. How many are we on with this one, everybody? Because I feel like I've been on this game save a while. I don't know if we're even at 50 hours, though. I'd be surprised. Let's see. Oh, 59. Almost 60 hours on this game save. You really need to see it. I do need to see it. I wish Mr. Todd, but I don't think Alien Jim will bring Spectacle Island back. He says he only does his maps twice and then he retires them for good. Yeah, I don't know, you know. I know that I think it was Farmer Cop, actually. And one of his latest videos I watched, Farmer Cop is the first one I think I heard say that they really hope that Alien Jim comes back from his break of FS. It wasn't like they made it sound like he totally has given up on FS. He just taken a step back for a while. But that also means, everybody, you gotta really think about Alien Jim. Okay? And these are the things I've learned about Alien Jim because I'm a big fan of Alien Jim's maps. Is that when Alien Jim is quiet, you just never know what is being worked on. With all the new features that are a part of FS right now, I totally could see Alien Jim building a spectacular map with all kinds of features with the abilities that FS has right now and totally shocking the entire farming simulator community with the release of a map. I mean, that would be my dream, and I'm going to keep dreaming that. Alien Jim is that type of person, everybody, that is the very first one you saw for all platforms that made the word constructible. Okay? And what I mean by that is he had that animated shed pack that everybody was wowed about. So just about imagine what Alien Jim is probably or maybe creating that would take place on a map for all platforms. I just keep dreaming that myself, hoping that maybe we'll see that happen. I've got 196 hours on my current map of Survivor 4X. I'm doing an Own the Map challenge. Cool, Matt. I've done a couple of those. One of them I really I got towards the end of it, and I was losing interest with what I did. And I think I may have disappointed a few viewers, but they also understand once a player gets bored, they want the player to, venture to something that makes them happy again. But if you go on my playlists on my YouTube channel, Matt Ward, when you're bored or you know, want something to listen to in the background, watch my gameplay on oh my goodness, the Omatana map, Dust Bunny. What was the name of it? That was like No Man's Land. Hinterland. I did a square by square challenge on Hinterland. Oh, wrong turn, Clyde. We'll need to go for silage and mineral feed yet. The newly released Farmlands is a mix of Western Wilds and No Man's Land. Needs... Yeah, I don't know what it is about that map, Dirt and Veins. I don't know. I didn't... Well, did I? Now I gotta think about it. I don't think I installed it and looked at it. I don't know. I think what I don't like is I wish there was a little bit of trees spread out more on the map. Okay, I need silage. But I also want to get this and a few of my other gameplays closer to an end, everybody, because there's still a few challenges from the past that I really want to do in 25 on maps. One of which I know my friend, my great friend, Bruce's Gaming, is waiting for. But neither he or I have found that map that really grabs our attention. But I really want to create another off-grid challenge, and I just have not came across that map yet that I feel fits that real well. In FS25, I created a off-grid dairy challenge on a great map created by Rajat Gplay. And that map was called Osada. O-S-A-D-A. And I know there's quite a few people waiting for an off-grid challenge again. Basically what an off-grid challenge is that I created was you start in a forest on the map, but to where the forest is not like in the middle of the map, more where the forest is off to a corner or a side of the map, and then the farm is, you know, somewhere else on the map. So the object is you have to, you know, build a farm in the forest and then move off grid into the city, if you will, and buy a farm. Thanks, Dust Bunny, for sharing those links. I just think that they're a lot of my favorite gameplays that a lot of new viewers would really enjoy to see, that may learn or see a new way to play the game. Farmer Mike, my friend, welcome. Really appreciate you sharing those, Dust Bunny. I have bought all the farms, Farmer Mike. All the farms are owned by Rusty now. So if we go to farmland, this is what I own of the map right now. A lot of it looks green, but I only own these 4 fields right here, along with the farm. But I need to buy some fields up for this farm now. We just haven't done that yet. Oh, thanks for sharing these other creators' links too, Dust Bunny. I got to thinking about that actually the other day, Dust Bunny. I've been pretty horrible lately of sharing other creators' links in our live streams when they come into the live stream. Used to do it all the time and need to start doing it again because it really does help with like the algorithm of the chat as well. So there's a lot of other great content creators that also support this channel, RustyMoney. I'm glad you're still here, Travis. Thanks, my friend. We got to go get one of the tractors and get my liquid tank and get some silage additive. Now, everybody, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to take this back to what I'm going to kind of call the harvest and transport farm. It's where I'm going to keep the trucks, probably the harvesters, or I should say the harvesting crew. I'm on a competing platform. Oh yeah, like you're on Xbox, right, Sasquatch? You need, yeah, we're gonna get that, John. We're gonna get that. Rusty, I got my first video out for a long time on Tuesday, and that is from this challenge. I'll have to check it out, Farmer Mike. I'm way behind on a lot of people's content of this challenge. Started out really well with watching everybody and keeping up, but then you know how life gets in the way, and then people start releasing 2 videos a week or so, and you just kind of really lose track. But I do watch a lot of FS, everybody, a lot. And can you explain this challenge? I will do my best here, Matt. As we are attempting to live stream, but basically what you do, Matt, is you start with absolutely 0 on this map. You have 0 land, you have 0 money, and you have 0 equipment. Okay? And you have to purchase each farm. Now, what I say is farm 1 is over here. Okay, farmland 37 is 778,000. Then you got farmland 2 over here, which is this number 38, and it's 930,000. And the farm area is in this area. Okay, you can see where the original fields are right here, Matt. Here's the original field. And the original field there. Now I've plowed it and extended both of those fields and then changed the outlook of that farm. But then you got farmland 3 is what I'm going to call it up here, which is the most recent one we bought for 932,000. Now when you buy these farms, it buys the farm yard, if you will, and all of the property surrounding these fields. you have to buy these fields separately. They don't come with the farm. But you can mow all of the grass and cut down all the trees between the fields, and you can make lots of money. Now, the trick to the challenge, if you will, is that when you start with zero money, zero land, and zero equipment on this map, a couple of the cheapest places of property is this field right here, 14, which is 27,000, or this property right here, 47, which has a placeable on it that you could maybe sell and make money. But then what you do is you have to buy all the farms on the map. So there's 3 of them. And then you have to buy and place a particular animal pen. And that particular animal pen is by a modder known as Cavalier Roy, who has this animal pin pack. Oh, let me get it here. Called Bigger Animal Barns in the mod hub. And then you have to buy and place one of these bigger animal pens on each one of these farms. Okay? And each one of these farms you can change to however you want. So once you buy the farm, oh, why is it doing that? I hate that. It's because I'm at the edge of the map, hovering over the trees. Once you buy each farm, you can sell what is on that farm you do not want. So you can then make money after you've spent all that money buying the farm. But then you have to buy these expensive animal barns by Cavalier Roy because they hold a tremendous amount of animals. And each farm must have one of these pins on it. But each farm does not have to have a different animal. All 3 of the farms could all be cows if you want them to be. Or all 3 of the farms could be chickens. So far I have 1 farm with sheep and pigs, and I have 1 farm with chickens and 1 farm with cows. That's probably how it'll stay. If you start with 0, then I assume you start by mowing or doing contracts of some sort. If you don't start with 0 equipment, do you just start cutting trees and carrying them? So basically what you do then, Matt, is the contracts pay, like for instance, Matt, on this map, because I didn't show you that part, and that's the important part of this 0 to Hero challenge. The contracts on this map pay really well. So you can see here this harvesting contract you're getting 65,000 for. Now you can use the items to complete those contracts. You can borrow the items in this challenge to complete contracts. Or you may lease. If you have the money, you may lease. But yes. So the way I progressed, Matt, is I'll show you here. We'll just go into the landscape screen. The way I progressed was I got enough money. Is not borrowing, leasing. Borrowing is not leasing in my opinion, Matt. And the reason I say that is because because when I create these challenges, sometimes I put in a challenge that you cannot use the items listed in a contract. So you can't use the items from the contract. You have to own your own equipment to complete a contract. Leasing to me is when you actually go to the shop and you lease an item. The contracts I consider as just borrowing the equipment, even though it's charging you a fee, like a leasing fee to use it. But we'll go into this landscape screen like I was going to say here, and what I did to progress is I can't remember who it was, everybody, but I made it very clear to everybody that in this challenge, you had to research this map a little. Because I didn't notice until after I had already created and released the challenge that this could be done. But that is to get enough money to buy this piece of property right here. And it originally has a biogas plant on it, which then you could sell, and you make about $400,000. And then you can do whatever you want with that money. So then with that money, I put down a couple of different silos here and a sell point, and then I bought this piece of forest right here and started cutting trees and built a little sawmill area right here with my favorite sawmill by our friend Gaming Joy, the industrial sawmill. Put down a constructible hut and started clearing trees. That's where I started on this challenge. Still got more trees I can cut down. But I usually, when I create and share these challenges, I usually spend quite a bit of time researching the map before I put out a challenge, and usually try to, in most cases, I catch something like that. Or somebody else lets me know before I create and release the challenge, so then nobody can make that easy money to complete the challenge. But then again, after it was noticed by myself, I thought to myself that I want this to be fun. I want people to actually play this map. I want them to support people like the Shanty Boys that bring maps for all platforms. Alright, let's jump to a tractor. Gotta try to get some sleep, Rusty. Have an awesome stream. Thanks, Farmer Mike. Appreciate that. Let's get my Mercedes-Benz before the Mercedes-Benz pack was released. This sounds much better. But you can do, Matt Ward and anybody else new watching, you can do basically any kind of challenge or this kind of challenge on any map. You just got to figure out the best way to start the map. So what has been difficult discovery, and I shouldn't say difficult discovery, but back in FS19 and 22, it was easy to set up challenges because usually start from scratch mode was basically start from scratch mode. Now in FS25, start from scratch mode, because of the setting of having a starting farm or not, even in start from scratch mode, you still could have equipment or a farm on a map. And, you know, So you got to find ways around how to get everything to 0, is what I'm trying to say. Yep, same with my challenge, right? That is right, Todd. That is right. So in FS22, Matt, is when I created the very first Zero to Hero challenge for my content, anyway. And I did it on a map that just came to all platforms in 25, which is called Iowa Plains View. And a lot of people enjoyed the challenge more or less, then fell in love with the map and continued to play the map in several different gameplays. One of our current viewers, probably, I think he was here, has asked if he could do the Zero to Hero challenge on Iowa Plains View, and I said, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that at all. You really don't have to, you know, really don't have to ask for permission. But it is nice that a person does. But you could do this same challenge on Iowa Plains View. It's just that I had sent a message to that individual telling them that the only thing I don't know is the best way to start. And what I meant by that is when you load up Iowa Plains View in start from scratch mode, no matter how you set up the start from scratch mode, you have to make sure that you're starting from 0. So you might have equipment still there that you're going to have to get rid of. So on console, it's hard to get rid of money. And the best way to get rid of money on console right now, and the only way to really get rid of money, is to like lease and return items. I wish Yoast Modding was lurking and tell us that his start from 0 mod would be coming to 25. That would be really nice. Okay, now I thought this tank must not be the one. That must be on my other game save. Okay, we're going to change this tank. We're going to get a different one. Can burn through money like, we might actually get the truck to do it then. We're going to go trade this in, I think, for a different one. Oh, I hope I have it activated, though. That's the only thing. I'll have to look. I might not have it activated. Oh, no, I do. I do. Thank goodness. Okay, sweet. I do get it activated. Now, can we get that in... Oh, we can get it in truck system. Okay, we might do that. We might just keep this one then for the other farm. We'll sell it. Let's sell it. Go big or go home, Rusty. That's the one thing I always forget about too. I am more of a farming simulator guy that loves small to medium farming. So when I get in this mood of using oversized equipment, sometimes I have difficulty of keeping that happiness of enjoying oversized equipment. So I don't want to lose that interest. So let's keep it going. Landscaping is a good way to get your balance down. Yeah, landscaping is a good way to get your balance down too. The other trick is depending on what the game gives you in each game mode, there's also the object of how you start the money. So like on some maps, it won't work for every map because you have to research every map, but you could give yourself $100,000 of starting money and then give yourself $100,000 debt or loan, depending on what you want to call it. I call it debt usually. Then you could load into the map and get rid of that money to zero. On console, you could then get it to zero. The way to do that then would be is you would just have to go into here, into your finance screen, and then repay that $100,000 debt with the $100,000 that you started with. So you have that opportunity as well, but the problem that usually has existed here in FS25 is that even though you're not starting with a farm, on start from scratch mode on certain maps, they still give you the equipment. So then you have to get rid of that money from the equipment that they give you. So a way to reduce money, and I've got enough money here to play with. And now, Matt Ward, you don't have to worry about this because you're on PC and there's easy ways to get rid of money. But for any new viewers, we'll just use a tractor, for instance, here. And go big or go home, right? I'm not afraid to lose the money because I can get it back fast. So the biggest piece of equipment to get rid of the most money for people on console is, I believe, this John Deere cotton harvester right here. $847,000 to buy it, all right? Well, if we lease that, it will subtract $43,197 from my total balance. So if I do that, it has reduced my money that much. And then what you do is you just got to return that item to the store then. So then you go back in here. Back in here to your vehicles. Hit the wrong button. Back in here to your vehicles, go down to that, and then just return it to the store. And then it gets rid of the vehicle. But it's also subtracted your money. Hey, Farmer Donkey, welcome, my friend. And Mama Bear, welcome. Okay, we were going to buy a new tank, right? Yeah. So, great conversation, everybody. I love talking about things like this, and especially when there's like new viewers and people that might be there lurking, or people like Matt that ask questions to the person they're watching. You know, I love that part of the engagement of a live stream. We are gonna get this one right here. Right, Family Gaming, welcome. Dolly system. We do not want a dolly system. Wheel setup. I'm just going to go with the standard wheel setup. Tank material. Chrome, steel, stainless steel, brushed steel, plastic. I'll go with this. I'm going to go with this plastic look, I think. Standard capacity of 26,000 liters or 50,000 liters or 100,000 liters. We'll go with 50. That's plenty. Now my main color. Change. What's the main color gonna change? See, it doesn't. That's the only thing. I think that this here mod needs somewhat of an update, because it's not quite changing what it's supposed to change. We'll go with that gray. Chassis color, I'm going to go with the jet black. Hub color, oh, that's changing that there. I'll just put it all chrome. Rim color, the same there. Let's buy this. We need to get this truck out of the shed. Oh, you can make a ton of money from wood chips, Mama Bear. That's how I got this far. And how I got this is all I did, Mama Bear. This is all I did. So when I bought this farm right here, when I bought this farm, I sold everything on this farm, but there was trees on this farm. So I changed all those trees to wood chips, and I got a massive amount of money. Oh, thank you, Matt. Thanks for the support and the, not hesitating to be engaged in the conversation. Thanks. Ooh, hibachi for the family. Nice. Can I come over too? All right. Yeah, so I just got rid of all the trees on this farm area and sold those wood chips over here at this magnificent, excellent sell point by our friend Gaming Joy. And then built this farm. I just started Silver Run again. It's a great map, Sean. The only thing I should do, that I've been told I should do, is play the modded version. I've never looked at it. Agroforest or whatever it's called, I think. I just about considered restarting my slot contractor on that map. The only problem is it's a large install as well, and I want to, I didn't want to start all over. How about that? It took a long time to build that farm on top of that mountain. I didn't want to do it again. Alright, now we need a truck. I might buy a new truck. Yeah, we don't need to buy a new truck. Let's just get this truck. Ah! Don't want the lights on. Rusty, welcome my friend. How are you? "28 amazing people checking out the live stream. Welcome to Rusty Money Gaming, everybody. And welcome to what we call the Barn House Chat, where the coffee's always hot and the donuts are always delicious. So sit back with your favorite beverage, grab 3 donuts off the countertop, eat the first donut, drop the second donut on the like button, and share the third donut by sharing the videos and the live streams from the channel. Thanks everybody for your support. Dirt and Veins, using multiplayer to set money is way easier. Create 2 farms and transfer money once set. Delete farm you don't want, save and restart in career. That's a good way to do it too, Dirt and Veins. I just, my mind goes all kinds of directions that I forgot to mention that when Matt Ward was here, but you are correct. Well, there is less forestry on Agroforest than Silver Run. I love Agroforest. Yeah, I should probably check it out sometime. What did I do wrong when I bought that trailer? Okay. What did I do wrong? Did I not buy... Thought this tanker held everything. What do I need to do here? It's only giving me water. What is up with that? Because that is the bulk fill one. Huh, do we got a mod conflict now, or what is the situation? I could have swore I bought this one here. Holds silage additive. Why can't I put anything else in it? I got no other choices. Oh my goodness. Does the bulk fill do all liquids? You do need that. Well, I think so. I could have swore I've bought a silage additive from this silo. But I do need water too, probably. Let's go. Oh, I don't need water, I guess, huh? You don't need water. Okay, well that's an easy fix. That's an easy fix. We'll make up for that sale, lease, and return item there. I know he has a liquid station, that's why I asked. Maybe that is why they're donkey, but man, let's look now. You got me curious, because I don't remember having this problem before, but maybe I had the other correct one. Containers, right? Liquid fill stations. Yeah, there you go. Okay, yeah. That is probably what I do want then. Free husbandry. I want this one right here. Customize. Patina it. Change. Got that rusty but trusty. That is right. And we'll buy it. Now we'll see. There we go. There we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody. The cows don't take sludge additives. What? No. I thought that was... Oh, mineral feed. That's what it was. Mineral feed. Why do I keep thinking silage additive? I want mineral feed. Mineral feed. Yeah, I don't think mineral feed's a liquid. I didn't see it on the list. And I can't dump any on the ground anymore. Any thoughts? Oh, what was that? I bought 800,000 liters of soil and dumped it on the ground. It's stimulating taking off. Do you got like Gaming Joy's silos? Maybe you can sell it at his silo system. I don't know, because I've never done anything with the soil stuff before, but it's a good thought because it'll sell just about anything. Hey, our truck shed is full now. Okay, well, I got this right here. This holds about anything as well. Let's just check. What's the icon for... We might have to do this the other way. Let's see. Mineral feed is the little plus sign. So if I go down to my thingy and I look for the icon on the list. Oh yeah, sweet. Richard Baldwin, welcome, my friend. Welcome everybody. Victory Jones. Oh, I love that Jake break sound. I don't know how much mineral feed it will hold anyway up there, so this little trailer will do just fine. Oh, and I should put diesel in my truck. Haven't done that yet. Oh, yeah, might not be able to buy it from that one. Might be considered liquid, huh? Oh, it doesn't. There it goes. Now it's filling it up. Now our service truck is complete. I like my service truck. Who would have thought it was liquid? Yeah, fuel's liquid, right? Alright, let's go up to the new farm. Ooh. Ooh, oh. Come on, you old top kick. Come on, top kick. I didn't think silage additive would be liquid, but then why not? Silage additive, yeah. Everybody, what's in the trailer is mineral feed, not silage additive. Mineral feed is in the trailer. I could have put silage additive in that tank, though, that I had on the truck. Wow, we got 31 people here now. Welcome, everybody. Awesome. You know, we are not far from, and maybe we have hit it again, but I keep losing a subscriber or two, but that happens, and I don't always watch the numbers, but we hit 2,300 people the other day. I was really hoping to get to 2,500 before Christmas. We'll see if that will happen or not, as Christmas isn't very far away. Come on, everybody. Get out of the way. Let's go. We's on a mission. I keep getting out and moving in those traffic cones and whispering hollow. I had a lot of fun with that in the live stream. Had a little bit of fun with that in my video too for my restart to the challenge. If you haven't subscribed to Rusty Money, please do so. Do so, he's awesome. Thanks, Mama Bear. Nice speaking to y'all briefly, but I got editing to do. Alright, see ya, Rusty. See ya, my friend. Now I have a feeling that the mineral feed probably goes over here. I'm gonna guess that the amount of feed that we have too Okay, now let's see, how does this work? So do you gotta activate this thing then? First time I've ever had a cow barn, everybody, with feeding robot. So does it automatically do it, or do you got to like activate it? Wow, we put product in there and it doesn't show very much. It feeds automatically at the top of the hour. Oh, really? Cool. Okay, cool. So did it keep track of my total amounts I put in here then? Oh yeah, it did. So it shows our total amounts when we look at it this way. I couldn't see them when I looked at it this way. Alright, cool. Well, it's the top of the hour now. Don't park any... Oh, hey, there it goes, everybody. I was just getting ready to say it's the top of the hour now. Hey, this is the first feeding robot ever on Rusty Money Gaming. In action. First ever feeding robot. Look at it go in there to feed our moo-moos. First ever feeding robot on Rusty Money Gaming in a challenge, everybody. Never used a feeding robot in FS22. I don't think we had them in FS19. What's he do? Go all the way to the other end and then come back this way to feed? You can watch it load. Oh, really? Well, here we go. There it is. It's dumping now, finally. That is awesome. I've never seen that. Well, neither have I, donkey. This is a first for me as well. Listen to them talk now that they got some feed. I guess I'm gonna need more feed in here though. I got 200 and some head of cattle. We'll need to get some crops planted, or I'm gonna have to buy more feed. Wonder how much feed that transports then each time. So it took one load. I had about 22 to 25,000 of each item in here. Oh, it doesn't like feed very much out, everybody, but it's feeding at the top of the hour though all the time. So I still have like 21,000 liters of hay. 23,000 liters of straw, 23,000 liters of silage, and still have like 21,000 liters of mineral feed. So because it's feeding at the top of every hour, maybe I wonder if you like basically, do you like use less feed by using the feeding robot? You just gotta earn that big money to get the feeding robot. That's the only thing. I got more farm building to do up there, everybody. We just got a house, a little shed, and our cows right now. Oh, we should see. I never looked. Quickly. We can hover over there. We aren't getting any manure yet, though. Maybe it's too early. Or, I wonder if I still need to put straw on the inside of the building. I suppose I still need to put straw like on the inside of the building so we actually get the manure. Mr. Rusty, if you don't already have food in the barn, the food placed by the robot will not be enough to keep the cows fed. It only tops off what's already in there. Oh, okay. Sweet, you do. Alright. No feed, no straw, no manure. Alright, so we gotta put some in the shed too. Hey, this is just all a learning experience. I've never used feeding robot before, everybody. Robot doesn't put down bedding. Darn thing anyway. Pay that much money, it could at least put down a piece of bedding. Let's go to the we go get the truck. Or I could, let me look at one other thing here in the store. Might consider. Oh, let's see. That don't hold a lot though. That one does. Wouldn't necessarily need to get that though. Okay, let's get not that truck. Let's get the loud one. And then we'll get this little trailer. Matt was talking about doing an update on this map again. Not 100% sure if he is or not, though. Well, I think he was, maybe because of whatever it was that... And I don't know if Farmer Mike even has heard about that yet. But Farmer Mike, our friend Farmer Mike, discovered a situation with the map that would be something maybe Matt would want to update. It's something that you can see on PC, but us people on console can't see it. So I'm fine with, you know, whatever we got going on. Now, what if I put, let's see, we probably want, yeah. We'll put a little bit in there. That's good. Of course, you could do it. Train of wagons. Move it all up there at once. Your truck really feels loose when you go to turn. Do you know what that is that... Oh, I can't. Mike found? I don't. Matt knows about the issue, laugh out loud, and he is making an update. He did say to wait until everyone completes the challenge before you install, because he doesn't know if it will require a new save. Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm not gonna update the map if it gets an update. I'll just, you know, try my best to avoid it. Like New Hope. New Hope's had a couple of updates, and I went with the very first update, and even though it said it wasn't going to require a new game save, it absolutely ruined what I had done on there already, and put trees in my house, and I had floating trees, and oh, it was a mess. So then New Hope had another update after I had rebuilt it all again, and I haven't updated to that. So far I haven't had the mistake of hitting the buttons too fast and accidentally updating New Hope. So far, anyway. Yeah, there you go, Donkey. It was the AI splines or something, right? Something to do with the AI splines. New Hope update messed up my builds. Had a fantastic farm build on the side hill above the pond. That's actually Sasquatch where I'm building my future farm, but maybe you've kind of watched some of my series. I'm gonna end this poll. It's been up there long enough. Oh, okay, but that was funny to see, though. Laugh out loud. I want to get some more of this feed moved, everybody, or the stuff for the cow barn, but there is a couple of pieces of equipment that I have yet that I want to purchase before we end the live stream. No, I built there right after the map came out. Oh, really? Cool. It's good to hear Farmer Mike's doing better. He said he had just not long ago released his first video since becoming ill. Whoa! A little airborne off that little hill there. A little too fast around the curve. I should just get myself another fill point up there. I could just delete it once I got it all set up. Maybe we'll just do that. Don't gotta come down here all the time. I want some straw. Is the feeding robot on New Hope R2D2 or red? I don't know. I actually haven't actually starting to enjoy that series again there, Todd, on New Hope. But I also at the same time kind of ready to finish it so we can move to another map, just because there's been so many good maps out lately, but also quite a few that I've been wanting to play. Some of which that might just be where I play the map, not really have any particular goals, so then I could just quit playing it whenever I want to quit playing it. Gotta have goals. Yeah, I know, Sasquatch. Well, it never fails, Sasquatch. I always end up setting some kind of goal, so I don't think there's ever been one where I never really haven't set a goal. Alright, to make this a little easier for the time being, and to get this going. We're gonna delete that. My goal is to redo the whole map before I run out of slots. Are you talking about Angel Whispering Hollow? I'm assuming. Let's see now. I will put a little of each in there as well. Not necessarily that I need to. Just gonna. Feeding Robot is a base game cow barn. Yeah, it is a base game cow barn. I've used 2582 of 3500 on Whispering Hollow. Wow, Sasquatch, I would love to see what you have done. Is there any good way to see? I do stream if... Oh, yeah, you're fine, Sasquatch, you're fine. But I can't remember, Sasquatch. Wasn't it you said you do that on... Was it on Twitch, maybe? And I think I looked, but I never did. Maybe I couldn't find the right one. I didn't see anything to watch. But maybe Twitch doesn't, like, keep past stuff. Okay, now I think I got some of everything there, just this channel. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit more straw in there for the manure side of this. That's good. I haven't recorded anything. Oh, So I don't know technically how Twitch really works, Sasquatch. Whoops. Wrong buttons. So if you live stream, does Twitch not save those live streams for people to watch later? Let's see, sell that. Laugh out loud, I hope not. Oh, okay. Laugh out loud, you hope not. Why not? Can't be that bad. Okay, there, cows are going. Okay, now let's go buy some new farm equipment. You have to record it and post it. Oh, really? Okay. Interesting. So, when do you usually live stream on Twitch, or do you just kind of hit and miss depending on real life? Because that's basically me. Hit and miss. Mostly on the weekends, though. Pretty random, yeah. There's something I've been wanting to use, everybody, that I've never used in FS25 yet. Oh yeah, I get the truck back to the truck barn now. Usually evenings or early mornings. Okay. And you don't have Discord, right? Thanks, Dust Bunny. No, still avoiding it. Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna say, if you did have it, don't be afraid. You have my permission to put in Discord when you would be live on Twitch, so people could see. Because I would like to be one of those to see. Correct, Dust Bunny. Come on, shut my door. Okay, let's jump up here, because we're going to buy something else big with all this money I got now so far. I just got to decide what I want, though. I think we're going to get another one of these. I just love this mod, but I did say that the one thing I wanted to use on this map was the Plains and Prairies pack that I haven't used yet. So we're going to try this thing. I've been curious, been wanting to play around with it a little bit. I've heard it's kind of slow, but it's got some power. So I have an idea. Oh, let's go. Hardy red. Black. Let's... we gotta change that to Case IH red. Okay, and we're gonna buy this. Okay, and then because I don't want to travel too far, we're gonna go buy something else. Because, okay, what is, first off, what is the speed? $10 miles an hour. Okay, let's just see if we can't get it. And the thing went 12. We'll see if we can't bust it. But we might need to utilize this nifty toy to do this. So let's get creative. Bye. Because I'm not sure if this thing's got a 3-point on it, so we'll make it have a 3-point. Hopefully, we'll see. If you haven't yet, everybody, you should go check out my video that involves that little mod I just bought. This one right here. You should go check out the video I made about this thing. Oh, wrong way, Rusty. Wrong side, Rusty. Hello. Oh, man, this thing is kind of... Come on. Kick her in gear. Waha! Voila! Wally la la la! It is this Dust Bunny. Unihide for universal hydraulic. I got a few fields here that need cultivated, everybody, because I live... Whoa! Whoa, 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 Sally. I did not mean to do that. Gosh darn it. I knocked the thing off. Oh, man. Ugh. Where's my truck? Ah, thanks, Dust Bunny. Now give me that thing back. Ah, it wants to hook to that. Oh, my fault, everybody. I got in too big of a hurry. You have spectators watching you connect that thing. Crust, dude, thanks. There we go. There we go. Finally got it back out of the ground, you know. Oh. Oh, no, don't tell me. Alright. See, you learn. You live and learn. It doesn't like this one. Well, you know what? Tough is tough. So we'll just pick a different one. Let's see. I bet you like this one. Where'd you put it? This game save, everybody, is getting to the point where I got so many different mods on here. I fear that moment of potential of mod conflict, but I have not really had any kind of issues on console in FS25 like I did in 22. Alright, we got her hooked up to the support attacher. Alright, let's go down the hill because it'll be a lot easier going downhill than uphill probably, because we get a little speed going downhill maybe with this. We're going 14 miles an hour instead of 12. That's a good thing. I'm running almost 400 mods now. Nice. Well, we just took out a speed limit sign. Sorry about that, Farmer Cop. Hope you're still at the coffee shop eating donuts. That plow cultivator is huge. It is, Dust Bunny. It is by Hispano. I've been wanting to use it for a long time. I just installed it today, just before we went live, because I love cultivating fields. Not that you have to necessarily. I just love doing it. And of course, because this tractor is like articulated, the screen is gonna twitch because of my turning. That is gonna drive me nuts. As you can see, that when I turn, the screen twitches left to right. Sorry about that, everybody. That is just because of the tractor. You can't even get around most maps with it. Yeah, that's why I chose this map, Sasquatch, because this map is kind of open. Now we are actually going 14, everybody. I'm pretty sure. Let's try something here. We're on flat ground. I'm curious, everybody. We were going 14, alright? I know that's only 14. But I'm curious to see something. Just curious. Okay, so we're gonna drop our support bar. We're gonna drop our unihide. Now, I should be only going like 10 miles an hour, maybe 12, instead of 14. If we can get lined up. Not a fan of the articulation. We'll get used to it. Now let's see how fast we go. $10 miles an hour. So we were fast farming with Big Roy. I mean, we were only, gaining 4 miles an hour, but hey, still fast farming. We're only going 10 right there. Okay. We'll really be able to see this when we get where we can have a nice straightaway, like on the other side of this farm here, the other side of my harvesting transport farm. %40 speed increase, right? And it actually, even funny thing, Farmer Donkey, we're going 14, not attached to anything. Instead of what it should be going. Didn't you say you prefer... Mick Garrett, you are right, but sometimes I like to have fun with the big stuff. Especially some of the DLCs, because usually the DLCs I don't care for, because usually the DLCs always, every one of them has something to do with fertilizer or manure or slurry, and I can't stand it. Finally, in FS25, there's been some DLCs that have nothing to do with fertilization of fields. Like this Plains and Prairies pack. I will have to agree with DJ Goham, though. I do like... DJ Goham said in his video today... But that's DJ, you never know sometimes. That his favorite tractor actually is this Nemesis. He loves the versatile Nemesis. Now, is the bigger one also the Nemesis? The bigger one doesn't have a name, technically. But I do like the Nemesis myself, too. I don't know if I keep Big Roy, but it is something different than what you usually see me using all the time. I usually have a big problem with using the same things. And I get to that point where I start to second guess whether I should continue to do that. Use the same things. I was only pulling your leg. I know, McGarrett. I know. Another big cultivator, everybody, that is super big is this one. I've seen some people use it. Another big one is this thing here. This thing is huge too. And it works really well. It's a good one too. I like this one too. It's actually a good mod because it actually does it does other things as well. So that one there, if I remember right, it's got different functions. So it can do tillage, mulcher, weeder, all that. This one, this mod. I'm using it on Whispering Hollow. Yeah, it's a good one. I like it. Dirt and Veins use it for mulching. I was using the smaller one of the three on one of my other gameplays. Can't remember which one now. But this field is all ready to be planted now. Okay, let's see here. We're gonna fill. I love the animation of this thing. Really good animation. Big Roy. Farmer Donkey, have you made a song about Big Roy? Do you want me to, just for you? Somebody told me I should. I can't remember who it was. Might have been Farmer Willie. I can't remember. Said I should get on the computer or do whatever I need to do to get some of those songs that like you and NachoCast have and try and upload some of them to my PlayStation. The only thing is I don't know if it would let me do it really well. The songs would have to be like probably 1 or 2 minute songs. I don't know if I could do. I'd have to look at some of the ones in Share Factory by PlayStation and see how long they are. I think one of the longest default songs is like 3 minutes maybe. A nice, neat RustyMoney song about parts and donuts and all kinds of things. It would be kind of cool to hear a few different versions. I would probably have a big problem of trying to decide which one sounded good. Rusty, actually not you, can do up to a 6-minute song. Oh, really? A 6-minute song? Nice, Tennessee. I didn't know that. I've also been picking up chestnuts. Oh, nice. I can play songs on my console. The only time I'd really be able to use them, Dust Bunny, would be in time lapses. That would be the thing. But the time lapses would be a little bit more maybe entertaining for people if I had, like, you know, those kind of custom songs. I would maybe consider doing more time lapses. I just not a fan of time lapses, mainly because of music. And usually because they have the music blaring, and the music is always overpowering the important part, which is your voice. Yeah, see, we're going a flat 14 when we get this really up to speed here in a nice flat straightaway. So we're fast farming with Big Roy. Whoa! And we just disconnected Big Roy. I try very hard to keep the music at a comfortable volume. Oh yeah, Donkey, you do. You do. But I love listening to your live streams, Donkey. I do. So there's only been like one other person, Donkey, I have said this about as well. And that is our friend Jack Sarge Farming. Jack Sarge, well, it's not farming no more. It's back to Jack Sarge Painting. But I had commented to Jack Sarge Painting that when he was making videos back on No Man's Land, especially in FS25, that every time I watched his videos, he made me laugh. And so I had made the comment to him that he reminds me a lot of Farm Sim Snowy. And so do you, my friend. Because whenever I watch Farm Sim Snowy, no matter what it is, I always end up laughing. Of course, it's usually because Farm Sim Snowy has difficulty trying to figure something out, or ends up hitting something, or gets in a fuss because something doesn't work the way he wants to, and I sit there and I say in the background, Farm Sim Snowy, I think I've told you before, maybe you should watch Looney the Farm Guy first. Yeah, you're welcome, Donkey. Of course, I laugh at a lot of other people too. Oh, Crustu. Crustu, are you still listening, my friend? If you are still listening, Crustu, you might want to go double check on Farms or on Looney the Farm Guy's videos. But for some reason, I think that Stone Farm Pack, you're using one of those or a couple of those mods on your farm build. I do not remember which one, but I think that was one of them. That Stone Farm Pack needed an update of some sort. Alright, what other tractor besides the Big Roy would be fun to use with this big cultivator? I'm thinking that my favorite one would be, but I want to use something different. This is my favorite tractor right here by Mack Trucker. This one would pull it too. We might get this as well. What other one would pull it? Wonder if the big old Ford would pull it. Oh, I could get a big case quad track. Yeah, but we're gonna get the US version. I don't need the thing on the front. But that's also articulated. I don't know. No. Non-articulated. $400. I want non-articulated. I don't really see one. Big old Fent. Huh. Might have to think about that. Do got another field though. I'm gonna do something here. Hmm. You don't see one right now. Okay, let's go to the new field for a minute. Whoa. It's the Plains and Prairies pack DLC, Farmer Donkey. That's this up here, downloadable content, Plains and Prairies pack. So in the Plains and Prairies pack DLC, Farmer Donkey, you get, like, I don't think there's anything in small tractors. No. You get this medium size versatile right here. You get this medium versatile. Well, actually, I could just go about it this way, couldn't I? I always forget to do it this way. Looney the Farm Guy is the one that showed me you could do it this way. let's just click on it from where it is located. You get all of this in the Plains and Prairies pack, Farmer Donkey, and anybody watching. You get that front loader, all of these tractors. There's Big Roy. You get this big Seed Hawk, which is 25.6 meters wide. And then here is the other part of the Seed Hawk. I think you hook this to the Seed Hawk. Holds 35 liters, 35,000 liters of seed. But then you get this big Brant auger wagon, holds 88,000 liters. I don't know, it's a pretty good pack. I really like it. I haven't used everything from it. This would be fun. Rogator, using a good old Rogator, which I don't usually use the liquid one. I usually use dry spread. But this would go up to 27 meters wide. But it's probably my favorite DLC of the ones that came out. And you can see here, these are the only DLCs I have. Can't think of what the other ones are. And I have Seasons Pass or whatever. I don't have the McDawn pack, or not the McDawn pack. I don't have the Next Act installed. I don't have Straw Harvest. And I still haven't used precision farming either, which I know isn't, I don't think it's a DLC, but straw, let's see, what else is the other ones? Like the Next Act pack, and isn't there another one? I think I'm forgetting another one. We got to go across the land here, though. I only have the 5. Okay, the 5. We're going to cut cross country. As long as we're not too wide. Well, there's another one. I can't think of what it is. The Next Act pack was a part of the Seasons Pass thing. And what's the other one? Well, I got the Mercedes one. I have the Mercedes one. I got the McDawn pack, the Mercedes one, and the Plains and Prairies, but isn't there another one besides Next Act? The Next Act is that funny looking harvesting machine. Looks like a long semi-tractor. That folds out to become the width size of your header. Oh shoot, I went past my field there. We have 5 official DLCs so far. Okay, so I don't have the Next Act, and then whatever the other one is. But I have these 3 then. Whoops, wrong button. I have these three, but I don't have the next act. And is the other one then the straw harvest? Is that the other one? Straw harvest. Yeah, I don't have straw harvest. Now, I've always wanted to try straw harvest, but the way I've been thinking about trying the straw harvest is in a creative challenge, to where you would start with like the straw harvest uh, factory building or whatever the thing is called. So I've been thinking about creating a challenge with the straw harvest pack, or I should say for the straw harvest pack. I just haven't decided what map, or haven't seen a map that I really want to do it on. Which I think the straw harvest pack is pretty neat. Um, I think it's probably something a lot different that could be, you could have fun with in the game if you like that type of gameplay where you got to do lots of bales and stuff like that. Or not so much a lot of bales, but just like a lot of crop to get yourself straw. I've never used the mod before actually, or if you want to call it a mod or DLC, because we had it in, didn't it first come in FS19 if I remember right? Never even used it there either. Alright, now I'm gonna look here. Whoops, wrong thing. Click me back. We'll just do that one. Can't think of. Let's see. Yeah. I used it some on my Sharon Center build. You get no extra money for bagging the pellets over selling loos. I had kind of heard that. Kind of heard something about that it really wasn't worth doing anything with. Timbo, hello my friend. Alright everybody, well I think it's getting, well, not close, but close enough to probably figuring out some supper. So I think we'll end it here. And I have it set up for a raid, everybody, to a very fun content creator, let's say. He has a very impressive build, everybody, of an area on the Settlers map, actually, that you all should go check out on his channel, where he built like a, I don't know what you want to call it, like a distribution company by the railroad track, by the suspended railroad track on the Settlers map. But anyway, I got it set up for a live stream raid, everybody. But if you haven't yet, please drop me a tasty treat on that like button, which is better known by myself as a cop battery and by you all people as a delicious donut. Don't forget to leave us a comment in the comment section, and please share a box of donuts with all our friends and family by sharing the videos and the live streams from the channel. But from myself, RustyMoney, we will see you all on the flip side, everybody. Have a good one. Great stream, Rusty. Check Discord when you get a chance. You'll be rolling. Alright, Farmer Donkey. Alright, thanks Dust Bunny, David, Travis Gaming, PCS World, Matt Ward, Timbo, CS Benji. Thanks everybody. We will see you all later. Have a good one. Please follow the live stream raid.